I love Petunia, the gardener's daughter. Ooh, how that gal can kiss.
My eyes are blue as bluebells, each cheek a rose to see.
How I dance when she plants her tulips on me.
He's as daffy as a daffodil. He loves to kiss me all the time.
Tonight I'll steal into her garden and make Petunia's tulips mine.
Não pode ser vareta. Veja como ele cresceu e engordou. Já parece um homem feito, não é mesmo, Cat?
Disseram que você tinha morrido.
Sim, eu sei. E agora vamos. Fale-me de vocês. Estou vendo que temos muito trabalho a fazer. E a primeira coisa será tirar Cat dessas roupas e pô-la num vestido.
Eu já tentei, mas ela trabalha como escrava, ajudando eu e a mãe.
Bom, não terá mais que fazer isso. Agora temos mais 3 homens. Eu tenho uma porção de coisas para te contar.
Vance. Acho que você não foi informado disso, mas eu e Cat nos casamos faz 3 meses.
Guard, how about a water call?
1 water call every 2 hours. You ought to know the rules by now.
In this heat,
Knock it off, Matt, and get back to work.
that new warden a jerk. Ever since he come here, this can ain't fit to live in. Hey, Howdy.
I hear you calling.
What are we going to do about conditions? I've had a belly full.
I got less than a deuce to go. I'm going to sit here and suffer my little heart out.
Well, not me. I'm going to do something about it.
I better quiet those steers down. I'm up in the morning with the rising sun. I work like a slave till the day is done. Just working and sleeping and nothing more. And every day is just like the day before. One more day. One more day. One day older and nearer to my Lord. One more day. Listen to the prayer of a lonely man, living day to day the best he can. Give me the strength to carry my load. Glory waits for me at the end of the road. One more day. One more day. One day older and nearer to my Lord. One more day.
Keep coming. Oh, either this ammo's getting heavy or I'm getting weaker. I got a mind to hand in my resignation.
Ah, quit squawking. We got a steady job, haven't we? Room and board, lots of fresh air, good hours. What else you want? Only 1 more month of this for me.
Wish I was out already.
Whoa, you drop that shell and we'll all be out. Way out.
Not bad, the first time crew to reach the moon.
Okay, man, come on, let's snap it up. We move out at 0500.
1-6, this is 1-1. I am in position. Out.
Driver, stop. Gunner, HE. Up. Fire.
On the way.
Ceasefire.
Fire!
Driver, stop. Gunner, HE. Over. Right, 20. Up 200. White shack.
Identified.
Fire.
On the way.
Just like it had eyes.
You ought to see me with a slingshot.
Anybody here?
I've been thinking about you, Clint.
What's the matter with you, Angus?
Well, I decided that you're my friend no matter what. But if that half-breed brother of yours sets foot in this store, I'm gonna kill him.
You're not going to kill anybody.
You! Don't make me shoot you, Angus.
Put it down, Angus. He means it. You better get out of here. Both of you.
You both crazy?
No, we're not crazy. Maybe just smarter than before.
Well, what are you talking about?
The Kiowas hit the Howard place the night of the party. And of the whole family, you know how much the men found in the ashes? One hand. One of Dorothy's.
Stop it!
Now he's out making a coffin for her. Just to bury her hand, dear.
Oh, my God.
They didn't hit your place, though, did they?
No.
And you're right out the same way.
Rose, I don't know what
Paul's
you're
out
talking
with some
about.
men now chasing Buffalo Hornet. For all we know, they'll get killed, too. But you don't have to worry about it, I suppose. You'll always be safe from them.
How old were you when your mother died?
Ma'am, she asked how old you were when your ma died.
Almost 9.
Well, let's get on with this.
What's your recommendation, Phil?
I think I'd give him another chance, Tom.
So would I, Judge.
On parole, of course. Have him report once a week.
And I'd see to it he stayed decently at work with a living wage and board. I owe it to his mom, my own cousin, that much.
You'll never do it, Ralph. What he needs is correction.
Mr. Tyler, what do you think needs improving in your son?
Well, begging your pardon, ma'am, what do you think don't?
Your picture's a mighty black one, Sam. There was nothing wrong with this boy back away. There was never a week, come snow or rain, that this boy and his mother didn't attend my church. Now, Glenn, why don't you turn around? Tell Judge Parker and the parole board, what was the master's cry from the cross?
Ili, Ili, lama sabachthani.
And where in Scripture, Glenn, is that noted?
In Matthew 27:46, and sort of turned around in Mark 15:34.
And what does Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani mean?
It means, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?
I'm sorry to barge in like this, ma'am. I couldn't get the bell to work.
That's the way it's supposed to be, soldier. Keeps the guests from throwing punches at the wrong time.
It's a nice place, you know. Real nice.
Where?
Here.
That's what I thought you said.
I was wondering if I could see Mr. Grogan.
Well, he isn't here right now.
Oh.
Are you a fighter?
No, ma'am. I just got out of the Army, and I just happened to drop by here.
I see. Well, he should be back pretty soon. You want a cup of coffee?
It wouldn't be too much trouble, yes, ma'am.
Sugar?
Thank you. I guess I did gulp it down in a hurry, didn't I?
Either you gulped it down in quite a hurry, or you're the first two-legged horse I've seen this year. How long has it been since you've had a meal?
Well, it's not like that, ma'am. Honest. I just got in town kind of early this morning. There was nothing open.
Don't apologize. Okay, soldier, come on. One thing about keeping chickens, you never run out of breakfast. Have you got some food for the Army, Maynard?
Why, are things that tough at the Pentagon?
Sit down. Thank you. I'd hate to tell you how long it's been since anybody did that for me.
There's a captain I knew in the Army. He used to do it for his wife all the time.
How about some eggs?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Any style at all. Thank you.
Sorry, gentlemen. This end of the line.
Thanks for the ride, Mr. Lane.
Thank you, Mr. Lane.
Here we go, honey.
Uncle Walter, are we going to ride on the monorail?
Soon as I make phone call to see if I have any messages.
Goodbye, Mr. Mike. Goodbye, Mr. Danny.
So long, kid.
Have fun, honey. Well, let's put this stuff away.
I'll take care of the guitar.
Just don't hock it, all right?
I won't.
This modeling 話，我想帶蘇玲去睇戲話。點解唔得嘛 ？All right。
Let's get out to the airport.
I'll take that, Sonny.
Start looking for a job.
What's the stress?
If we don't start working, we're gonna have to stop eating. That's the stress.
Look, pal, I hate to see you panic like this. Vince will put us up for a couple of days.
Danny, we don't even know if Vince Bradley's in town, much less where.
So we ask around.
And if we spend a whole day looking for the guy and come up empty, we're gonna wind up sleeping in the park. And besides, if we find him, there's no...
Mr. Mike.
Yeah? Oh, what's the matter, honey?
Big disappointment. Have to do special job right away for important customer. Cannot take niece to the fair.
Oh, it's too bad. Don't cry, honey. It'll be all right. Don't cry. Atta girl.
Hey, why don't you take her?
Brilliant. Everyone's asleep. Siesta.
It's too early for siesta.
Just go away. Come back later.
Hey, your boat, muy bonito.
It's not my boat. I just work here. No more music now, please. Like I said, I just work here. You work on my boss, I won't be working here much longer.
Some boss. He's a sneaky gringo.
Viva el vino, viva el dinero, viva, viva el amor.
See? You're working everyone up.
Time to be up anyway. It's 6:30.
I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a drink later if you'll go away now. Huh?
You go now, pay later. New idea.
The deal?
Okay. Tonight, El Torito, 6 o'clock.
Where is it?
Ask everybody, anybody. Hey, amigo, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike. I'm Armando. He's Pedro. That's Pablo. And he's Sam. See you later, Mike.
Ladies are restless this morning.
So are you.
I'm always restless.
Why don't you go back to bed?
I'd rather be with you.
Come back when you've grown up.
You think I'm going to get any more grown up than this? How old do you think I am, anyway?
I don't know, but I'm sure I've got neckties that are older than you are.
Nobody understands that women mature younger these days. Just nature at work.
Well, nature doesn't do my work, so why don't you be a nice girl and just run along now?
It's my dad's boat, you know. I could get you fired.
Why don't you? Go back to your dolls.
Why? So you can go back to yours? Ah.
A few more 100 of these, and I'll be racing again. Someday.
Someday you'll get smashed up, just like Cal Howard.
How'd you know about that? Oh, look, he was just unlucky, that's all. It's just one of those things.
Unlucky, that's what everybody says. Honey, I just don't understand this part of you. I really don't.
What do you mean, this part of me? Rusty, it is me. Try to understand, it is me.
Then you've got to understand me. When I get married, I want a little white house with a tree in the front yard. A real kind of tree with green leaves.
Oh, that. When I get into the money, we can have 100 trees and a big White House, a 4-car garage and everything, because by then I'll be the champ.
I don't want you to be champ.
I loved it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, don't thank you, ma'am, me. Oh, you cute thing, you.
Let go, you. That's my girl.
Oh, he doesn't want to let go.
I said let go. I'm not holding her.
Take it easy, partner. There's enough for both of you.
Oh, is that so?
There's no reason for a fight.
I'll deal with you later.
He handles himself very well.
I could have finished that guy off in half the time.
Yes, dear, I know. I was there the last time you lost a fight. Excuse me. Good show, Mr. Beale.
Have you seen Cully? He's been missing for an hour.
Have you tried the lost and found department?
No, I'm afraid they'll find him.
I always know where to find Johnny. In the casino, losing his shirt.
Well, with the way the other girls look at him, you're lucky he isn't playing around.
You know what I'd do if he ever did me wrong?
Shoot yourself?
No, him. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh. One last request before I cross the great footlights up yonder.
Like what?
Like, would you loan me $25 so I can pay Cully what I owe him?
Carly loaned you 25? Where did he get it?
Between my nightgown and my petticoat.
Do you know how much you owe me already?
Who's counting?
Are you sure you don't want this money to gamble?
Word of honor, cross my heart, and may you never kiss me again.
He sounds sincere. What would you do, Peg?
What any woman with an ounce of pride or self-respect would do. Give him the money.
Greatest little bank in America. Two greatest little banks in America.
What a shame you don't have an account there.
5, 10.
15, 20, 25. Makes us even, right?
I didn't think you'd get a dime from Frankie. How much you got left to play with?
Oh, I'm broke. But I got a rich friend who will loan me
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You better count it to be sure it's all there.
What for? I trust you. Now all we need is a beautiful redhead. Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, but so are Mr. Coverson's alligator shoes. What am I supposed to be seeing? Because whatever it is, I don't.
Well, I came over to see Blackmon, like you said. But instead of going to work for him, we figured out a way to scratch each other's backs. I sold him on going into partnership with us. He scratches our backs by putting up the choppers. We scratch his by putting up the service.
What kind of service?
A personal air service. Look, we both know these islands, Danny. We could use the choppers to fly tourists to places they could never reach by any other means of transportation.
3 passengers at a time? He couldn't afford it, and neither could the customers.
Why not? Coverson has the right idea. Give the people a little something special and they'll pay for it. 2 choppers would make it pay us.
And all we'd provide is a service.
Well, not exactly. Blackmon wants us to put up $10,000 bond.
I knew there was a catch. Where do we get that kind of money?
Well, my severance pay and the loan you're going to get on your plane.
And if we can't meet the payments, we lose both the choppers and the bond, right?
Ah, yes, but we won't let that happen.
Sorry, old buddy. I love you like a brother, but it's too risky. Come on, Coverson's waiting.
Too bad, Marty. Your girl didn't show up. Hey, there's a guy on board.
Yeah, and I wish it was me.
If I could live like that, I'd give this Navy up tomorrow.
You are giving it up, remember?
No, they're giving me up. My tour of duty is over.
Not yet. Going away gift from the skipper. It's an EOD assignment.
Where is it?
Coast Guard picked up a sonar contact near Rocky Point. They think it's a mine.
Mine? In these waters?
Better suit up. We'll be there in a half hour.
Tell Cooper to break out the aluminum tanks.
Right.
See you later, fellas. Hey, Pop, get that, will you?
You betcha. All right, sir. Now, what can I do for you?
Would you fill her up while I grab something to eat?
All right, I'll be glad to, young feller.
So how about it? You going out with me or not?
On that motorcycle of yours? Forget it.
Ham on rye and a cup of coffee, please.
Yes. If you don't mind my saying so, that is a gorgeous hunk of automobile you're driving.
Glad you like it. That's a good-looking ski there.
Well, thank you. Hey, listen, if you're down Miami Beach way, why don't you fall by the Shores Hotel, look me up in the ski shop. I'm gonna be the new instructor. Ought to be a ball, a lot of chicks, boat races coming up.
Yeah, well, if I get down that way, I'll do that. Right now, I got no plan, just problems.
Problems? Look, I couldn't help overhearing. You really Duster Hayward's son?
Yeah.
You got it made. What problems could you have?
Mister, your sandwich is ready and waiting.
I've been trying to get that gal to go out with me for the past hour. She takes one look at that buggy of yours, you're in.
Exactly. One look at my car.
So?
So, just once, I'd like to know it's me. Not my car, not my money.
You call that a problem, huh? That's the kind of problem I like to have. So anytime you want to change places, just say the word.
Wait a minute. Who are you, kid? You don't mind if I come in, do you? I live... Oh, knock it off.
Robbie, who are you shooting at, Pussycat? What's the matter?
Excuse me, madam. I just happened to...
Oh, it's perfectly all right. If you'll just follow me and keep your eyes where they belong. Come on.
Oh.
Well, this is it. Keep stepping back into the wall when you're ironing on it. And then it flops back down when you want to put it away.
I know. I had that trouble with it.
Don't be a funny man. Fix it.
Look, lady, I didn't come here to fix an ironing board.
Aha. So you came here for some other purpose?
One of us isn't communicating.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Saw me through the window, is that it? One look at a bare shoulder? I know your type.
It just isn't my day.
You take one step closer and I'll squish your skull like a grape. Robbie Pussycat, run next door and tell the landlady to call the police.
Now, wait a minute. Hold the phone. This is my house. I live here.
Save your breath, Bluebeard. We know how to take care of sex maniacs like you in
Look,
this
lady.
town. What look, lady? Don't you run out on me.
Thank you, sir. You've been very helpful. But I think we can manage now.
Well, I'm sorry, but the office is closed.
Oh, but we have to see the doctor.
Hey, Doc! Doc! You left us hanging in the middle of our thing, man.
Just fake it for about 32 bars. I'll be right back.
You're the doctor? You don't look like a doctor.
Well, man doesn't live by bread alone, especially the kind of bread you make working in a free clinic. John Carpenter, M.D., just like the sign says. Which one of you is in trouble?
Beg your pardon.
Look, I know the whole story. You don't want to go to your family doctor uptown, so you figure you come down here and get everything straightened out, right?
We were sent here.
You came to the wrong place, because I won't do any more for you than I would any other kid in this neighborhood who finds herself in the same fix. Whichever one of you is a lucky girl, follow me. Give you some vitamin pills and a diet sheet. Just try not to gain too much weight, especially in the first 3 months. All three of you? Just out of curiosity, was it the same guy?
Doctor, we were sent here by the Catholic Action Committee.
Look, don't try to con me, honey.
We were given to understand that you were desperately in need of nurses.
Well, that's my problem. It's got nothing to do with you chicks.
We are the nurses they sent.
I was raised on Elvis. We started when I was 10 years old. My mother and daddy loved him. And I just say I was raised on him. It's just, there's nobody else like him. There won't ever be anybody else like him as far as I'm concerned. And
Why go to all this trouble?
because we love Elvis. We still do.
You're not going to get in, you know.
Doesn't make any difference. I'm friends with quite a few of the people in the group, and I want them to know I'm here. Maybe they'll see me on the street. We loved him very much.
I just can't believe he's dead. It's terrible. But I just thank God that Elvis died here in Graceland instead of on the road just like any other rock and roll singer.
Whether you're black or white, whether you're country, redneck, or freak, young or old, from Moscow, London, or Memphis, Elvis Presley will still be the king of rock and roll to me.